I make you cut off the think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, see how my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that court.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his first pass is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Now let's go! 319! 319! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Hot! Hot!
Looking to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone! 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 Gone!
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run here with Ballage. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He sets to fire deep. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Equanimous St. Brown, 42 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they're running right through it. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. On target over the middle to Hill. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit! Watch the run! Motion! Gun!
Back to throw here. Throw left side taken in by Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Balaj. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
got a little extra tackiness to.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyreek Hill, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
of the gun. They'll look to throw. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now let's go.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. 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 Detroit.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Finding room inside the 40. And now running right through it. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
All right, here we go.
I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Balaj. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This is taken at the 18. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On play action, they'll throw. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-9.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
3-19. 3-19. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Caught on the slant. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. He may try and run for this. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Gurley unable to punch it in on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Leopard! Leopard!
They run it with Balaj. They find some open field here. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kalen Balaj, 98 yards. And the Saints just continue to roll. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll drop the throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Gurley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Watch the twist! Watch the twist! Flag 6! Flag 6! Coming! Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
He'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, hold it.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a handoff looking right. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Now let's go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You're trapped, you're trapped.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Check! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Check 52. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike... Gun! 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 Gun!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And Detroit getting set to go now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
I used to work in the factory. Been hating it, never bother me. I make they follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn up my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these. Yeah, I leveled up. I bezeled up on these. Yeah, I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a spree. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying, iced up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof.
I live with birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bet. I got the beam in the flat. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happen when you give it a fake life, and then the ape man. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night. This my wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when
break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, chillax, chillax. Chillax, chillax, chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Relax, 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 relax. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold.
Pulling up with a new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, waving at you boy, ran off on the two like true goy. Imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still duck.